Do really like that JDG draft. I think their scaling is quite nice, and it's going to need to be the double globals coming in for FPX that gets them a lead and gets them going. And going to be really tough to do against a bot lane like Xayah Alistar. So Pei's going to go off to his own devices. His team tries to wreak havoc and make some chaos where hopefully Pei's can thrive. At the moment, the chaos that Mystic and Pei's have been able to create leads to Shun walking down here at level 3, maybe looking for a dive.
Yeah, just heading straight down here, trying to lock down Awesome. Missing, going to start the tower aggro. The Falcoway is going to buy enough time, actually, for first blood to be secured by the Corki, but it should be a very easy redive, as only Missing was the one to go down, and Jway does not have a ton of HP or a ton of damage. They're going to try to go down with the crash down. That's just a lot of DPS onto Pei's. End up doing too much, though, here for JDG. Is, you know, that one just gets cleared away very easily, and then FPX are able to secure themselves the first dragon of the game. So, despite that dive, taking Awesome down, it's a much better start here in game number 2. And FPX, again, they want to continue to play this one close. They feel like they are just as strong and run underneath the start, but Care is hunting. Care has that Unraveled Earth. That should be enough to at least stop the recall, and then they can fully commit to the dive. The flick does not connect, but Shadow is here as well. Pei's in a whole lot of trouble with no summoners at his disposal, and it could just be Care running him down himself.
Care's
They're going to
flash.
try to just get on out of here. The flash forward, and the threaded volley will thread between Missing and Pei's and take the Xayah down. He'll join any sort of situation here unless he just walks his way on up. And that means that FPX are going to get full control around these grubs. It comes at the cost of maybe 2 plates going Scout's way, but you're going to take that here if you're FPX. A much better start to this early game for them in game 2.
Good call and a good rotation, of course, with Shen. Send the Shen down bot. Can always stand United his way back up. So with threat of Shen ult, the 5v4. No fight for JDG. They're going to give that one up, and
immediately gets flicked back, and the dragon just has spawned, and Shun's still on the opposite side of the map. So FPX is going to be able to claim themselves another objective that gives them the feat of monster slaying on their side. So just one more kill or that first turret would result in feat of strength going over to them as well. So small advantages, as we've said, and JDG I think are okay with giving up a dragon at this point because they don't want to necessarily fight
past the rocks and didn't quite clear enough space. So
that's great.
A bit goofy looking there.
He's hunting for Scout right now, but Scout's just trying to play things smooth, calm, and collected right now. He goes forward, steals away the Crescent Guard, and pushes Jway back into the turret. That's going to be enough for Missing to punch him down and get a kill in supportal combat. It comes at the cost of his life as Shadow dashes in. That feat of strength picked up for FPX.
Feats definitely got buffed up on this patch. Quite nice for FPX.
Oh, and now Pei's going to be targeted here. He has both of his Summoner spells and that Feather Storm, one of which he'll use here to get out from that 3-talent strike. And then the re-engage is pure from Shun and JDG. They get the kill on the Shadow, but now Cares come forward with the Weaver's Wall. Shun forced the flash away. He could look for a Vault Breaker right back in, but with Awesome. Good farm, although be it just slightly in terms of gold, I should say. Who's doing well for himself as well is Sheer on this Shen. You can see him chunking out Scout very nicely, and now we get a 1v1 between the 80 carries, and Awesome just wins it. Triforce stiff, baby.
We'll take it away, and another step towards securing his Ritual.
Talk about the power of Awesome's Corki
FPX.
in this team competition against the low-range comp that JDG do have. Looks like FPX don't want to fully start up this Rift Herald just yet. Now they fully turn to it. Awesome. Actually caught out in mid is JDG with a stolen away. Shen ultimate are going to go right onto him. Into the bounce house. Awesome goes, but it's going to get matched with a stand united of Sheer himself. It'll be one shutdown traded for the other as both mid laners for 80 carry will drop. With that 1-for-1 open on the map right now, Jway is going to get taken very low by the Blade Caller of Pei's, but FPX still feeling comfortable to potentially head right back to the Herald. They lock down Pei's with another combo. He still has a Feather Storm and both of his Summoner spells available, so a dive would be risky, but now FPX have changed their priority. They're headed to the mid lane tier 1. They want to take this one down.
They do have 3 grubs. This should melt, and Pei's has to respect it. Has, of course, everything up in his kit, but doesn't want to drop it for free, so I think this fall up is their fight after.
FPX still has
Shadow
a lot of ultimates to use. Over the wall, Shadow goes. It might have been too far, though, and Scout will take the kill, but in goes Jway. The Magnus Storm combined with a Seismic Shove is big, and Missing with that ultimate will drop. Dragon secured by JDG, and they're going to be able to run away with this fight still. It's a double kill for Scout Silas, as FPX now are in a bit of a bad spot for themselves. Care going to get singled out, all with the Maiden doing a ton of work, and the kill will go over to Sean. JDG get 4 kills in the Drake.
Then it really is just Care being overwhelmed by the brawlers. We get back to live. Almost still down flash for the trade. that Care made earlier, and they're going to take him down for free. Still, JDG winning out on the play overall. They now have a gold lead, and of course did deny that soul point.
And they're going to take the Herald as well. But, remember we were talking about it. 3 members or more necessary to take a York down in the side lane at this point in the game. And so that means that JDG are able to trade very nicely on the other side of the map. Herald in their hands. They get another wave crash from the tier 2 turret top lane from Scout, who is really starting to get ahead in this game as well. But now FPX are looking for a trade cross map. They, again, are sticking with these 3 grubs on the bottom side. They're going to crack open this tier 2. The teleport is coming in as well. It will be enough. Looks like actually that was a replay showing how they ended up finding that kill onto Olive.
A couple days where I've been disappointed by Scout's play. Not today, as his Silas always a good one. Silas Galio today for Scout. And now goodbye Sheer.
Yeah, it's going to be a great escape to be able to get Hunt out of this one. Taunt on a 2, but surely not going to be anything. Just try to dish out a little bit of DPS, pump those numbers up a bit. Scout's going to pick up kill number 4 to his name. It's
someone out of Stand United. A lot of tools that were up and available. No cast on Sheer. Instead, he might use that in 20 seconds to join a fight. Ala missing. Okay, he just wants to burn his ult.
We burn the ult. Might lose our life too. And our flash. Yep. We lose everything here for Missing. As that ward was not worth trying to take, man. Missing goes down. Now Cameron Weaver's wall in a very aggressive position. He has to now flash away, and now can still get collapsed on by Scout. There's the abscond up duck. Seismic Shovel stand away 2 is going to buy enough time for Shin to arrive, but the Talia will still die all the same. Shun taken very low. Jue in with the Magnet Storm, going to try to do a little bit more damage, do a little bit more stalling for the rest of FPX to arrive, but they're not nearly close enough. And on the top side of things, Ola got a double kill.
Wagon to try and contest it too.
That was a really bad sequence of events for FunPlus Phoenix. It looked like maybe after they killed Missing, they'd feel comfortable, but Care, another questionable decision of where to place one of those semi-global ultimates we saw multiple times with the Realm Warps in Game 1. This time, the Weaver's Wall to try to save his mid lane turret when there were just way too many members of JDG there to collapse upon.
I just wanted the assist goal.
Yeah, and he was able to find it as he continues to contribute here in this game too. And Shadow gets caught out once again. That should be another dragon.
Being secured right now by Shin, so objective going to be in the hands of JDG as they continue to build this lead. And the scaling they have, I mean, very much favored on their side for me this game. It's going to be really, really difficult to deal with.
Again, I think it's like a little ghost thing. As,
well,
looks like FPX have been kind of playing stall mode as well, because they just let a Baron go over for free as JDG able to pick that one up, and now fight completely has erupted here. Scout with that stolen away Magnet Storm already locking down Jue. He's going to try to crash in, let the Shen arrive. Bashir does not be able to join the fight. It's the Rel that just dies before the Stand United channel can fully be completed. I think Ola might have been able to help in terms of canceling that as well. It could come at the cost of the Yorick going down, and Sheer will get a solo kill, but it comes at the cost of a whole lot more from JDG.
Yeah, why they Rel ulted, or Shen ulted the Rel, I'm a little bit curious about that. Was a really nice reaction from Pays, who did go airborne before. That's a really nice
buffer from Shun, and that's going to allow for Care to go down for the 3rd time this game.
As JDG made sure to make quick work of that one, and trying to make quick work of the series, Grapes, as again, JDG gave up a little bit of ground to the early game composition of FPX, but again, like once FPX tried those 2 plays at once that both went wayward, it's been all JDG since then as their scaling kicked in, and it's been a good series for them so far, looking like a pretty good 2-0.
This is the JDG that we're going to get at the back half of the season. Playoffs just might have gotten a little bit more crowded towards the top. Been a lot of ups and downs for JDG, even within this Hell Week, Cubby. But back-to-back wins, back-to-back 2-0s would certainly be good momentum going into their series against BLG tomorrow. They still need to close this game out, though, as Shadow is going to try to lock down Pays, but Pays does not care about a level 13 Jin Zhao going on top of him. Sheer, though, might be a bit of an issue, but Pays will pop the E and make sure that Shen is unable to move for the rest of this game, the rest of this series, as the inhibitor in the mid lane will go down. Shun going for the cease and desist. They found Care. The Talia's caught out, and under the base they go. This will be a clean wipe, a clean series as JDG, welcome to the LPL, welcome to Split 2 finally, as they've broken open and had a great last 2 matches. They get a 2-0 up against FPX, payback from week 3, and jump up to 9-6 overall on the season.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.